Hello everybody in the World Wide Webiverse, Misfit Inc here recording our third and fourth podcast live from an old two-room house in Tupelo, Tennessee. Although this house is nearly 100 years old, it has been kept in great shape. Joining me on this cold December night is none other than...
Danny motherfucking Cooper.
C squared.
Inc Plumber.
Oh yeah, Daraion.
Alexander.
And this is Swiper, yo, no swiping.
Awesome. Alright, well before we move on to our game, I should explain why this is podcast 3 and 4. Last week, Alexander's computer crashed his recording software just before he was going to save. And since he was the winner, we couldn't just edit him out. So we moved on and have a redundancy in place, and I'll briefly cover the movie Timeline with you. Okay, so Timeline was a movie done by Paul Walker. He was one of the actors in there. It was actually a really pretty damn good movie for what it was. Not my typical kind of movie, but really good nonetheless. Speaking of Paul Walker, the weekend that we watched the movie was the weekend that Paul Walker died. R.I.P. Paul Walker. Not a fan of all his movies, but nonetheless, he was still a pretty good guy. So, Misfits, if you would, join me in a moment of silence for Mr. Paul Walker. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through the pictures really quick. The first one we're going to pop up is Danny's picture. Danny's picture was pretty well done. I really like it. I thought it was a really cool sneaky scene. He's like, "Don't you get up, don't say anything," and the guy was like, "Traitor!" Slap. And he's like, "Why did you have to say that?" Like, it was a really good scene. I really liked it. And Danny also gave the movie 4 out of 5 Batarangs. Really high rating for him. Alright,
yeah, it is.
The next up is C Square's picture. C Squared, this was pretty good. This is referencing the guard who decided that he's just going to fucking blow up the time machine. No big deal. Chuck Tester, right?
Should be ashamed if something happened to it.
I know, it's so gross.
That's a nice machine.
C Squared went ahead and gave it an almost flaccid. Definitely not his cup of tea, but I think his reasoning behind it was that he saw it when you saw it when you were younger, right? And
last week.
Yeah, and then last week, and then the second time he saw it, it wasn't as good as what he remembered. So he gave it almost flaccid.
Not even close.
Next one is Pinky. Pinky's picture. The most amazing picture, nonetheless. Dude gets his ear cut off, exactly, and he's like, "It's me!" And then like he fucking goes Super Saiyan on everybody. Really good, and Pinky also gave the movie 3.5 pipes out of 5. So, pretty good, pretty good. He liked it. Next up was Alexander's pick. Once again, Alexander covered the essence of the film in his picture, and this is a mirror of the guy, and going through the mirror like a through the looking glass. He's a warrior on the other side. He gave it 3 out of 5 cannonballs.
Isn't that a Stone Sour song?
I think so. 3 out of 5 cannonballs, yeah. So
no, that's Stone Temple Pilots. Stone Sour is Corey Taylor from Slipknot, dipshit.
Yeah, so it's.
Oh my god.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right.
Come on.
Gesundheit.
Last up is my picture. My picture had all the feels in it. I'm not a.
Yeah,
I'm a spy. I'm a spy. That's where Francois ends up getting killed. And I gave the movie, hey, if you got 2 hours to blow, go ahead and watch the movie. It was pretty good. Alexander won all the overall games with a whopping 11 points.
Game over.
Cheater.
Everybody claims cheater.
Yes.
That is a new record. Most points, Alexander. Good job. And he chose the movie Cypher from 2003. Now, those of you joining us, you would not have known that the movie this week was Cypher. So go ahead and pause the podcast. Go watch the movie. We'll wait. And then you can come back.
No. Seriously, go.
Go right now. Go. It's
Stop. Pause it and go.
Go. Stop fucking around. All right, so
Don't fucking look at us anymore. Go watch it.
I'll play Pokemon while you guys wait.
oh my god. All right, so let's go ahead and move on, guys, to this week's
Charmander.
Dream Team. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the scenario for Dream Team. So everybody, listen up. Grab your pens and papers. Here we go. You ready?
Grab you.
I got a pencil.
Oh, that's fine.
Already.
It's like a pen because the eraser fell off.
I got blood.
All right. So
In your stool.
this scenario is called the jailbreak. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, man.
For crimes against humanity, you have been imprisoned in Juliet. Okay. After a week of dodging Nasty Nate, you meet an interesting con who is planning an escape. His name is Shifty Henry. His old partner named Bugs found out he's up for parole next week and wants no part in the caper. So Shifty Henry has a solid plan, but he's missing a few key people needed to pull it off. Mostly because he's made a lot of enemies inside, alright? He's asked you as the new guy... Whoa! What?
Sorry about that.
Sorry, that's Shifty Henry.
Prison.
He's asked you as the new guy to put together a dream team to help you and him escape to freedom. So this is what you're going to need, Misfits. You ready?
Yeah,
you are going to need a tech-savvy con. Okay, someone to bypass security measures. Okay?
I'm sorry, say that again?
You're going to need a tech-savvy con. Somebody who's going to be needed to bypass security measures in the prison. Secondly, you're going to need a bruiser. Okay? This is going to be someone to protect Shifty Henry until the night of the Great Escape. Alright? So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and make your selections while I move on to everybody's favorite portion of the show.
Fuck you.
Wait,
All
only
right.
two.
Fuck that wheel!
We're only picking 2 people?
That's it. We have a full house, 2 people, and we're on a timeline.
Alright, got it.
Alright.
Timeline.
Wheel of misfortune,
Love.
turn, turn, turn. Give us the misfortune that we have earned.
That's right. And this week's Wheel of Misfortune is brought to you by Perry Salty Nuts. When you need a salty treat that only a cross-eyed cat can enjoy, reach down deep in your pockets and grab a nice chunky handful of change and go to your local convenience store and purchase a nice tall can of Perry Salted Nuts, the nuts that you can enjoy over and over again. Now available in salty or with a peanut butter covering.
Wait, that's peanutception.
Oh my god.
I have not tried the peanut butter covered ones. I'm excited.
From
and I will
Plumber's pathetic puns.
Alright, so
I'm gonna try
that being said,
house noodle.
Wheel of Misfortune is turning and only video game characters.
Yo, I'm down like a boss.
God, yes.
Alright.
Video game
Got
characters
that.
only, guys. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to give you guys a little moment. And everybody at home, go ahead and listen to these nice, smooth jazz tunes from Danosongs. Danosongs, it's what Misfit Inc uses.
Lifted by my wings, crouched on the sill. Doing acrobatics, moving from the matter in the air. You wouldn't believe what I saw. A lady in a turban looking at her future telling devices. And she said, man, you shouldn't be here. The time isn't right for you. You should have known before coming around. Man, you shouldn't be here. The time isn't right for you. You should have known before coming around. That was on my way to an alpha state. I could see the levels rising, climbing up the ladder to the spheres. You wouldn't believe what I saw. A devil in a magic robe telling me a supernatural prediction. And he said, man, you shouldn't be here. The time isn't right for you. You should have known before coming around. Man, you shouldn't be here. The time isn't right for you. You should have known before coming around. I don't wanna see your face around here. The time isn't right for you. I don't wanna see your face around here. The time isn't right for you. I said the time isn't right. That was before I chanted for a chance. Before I counted 4, 3, 2, 1, and I went into a dance and fell right there. saw a midget man in a wheelchair sell a rose to a band that didn't understand when he said, "Man, you shouldn't be here. The time isn't right for you. You should have known before coming around. Man, you shouldn't be here. The time isn't right for you. You should have known before coming around. I don't wanna see your face around here. The time isn't right for you. I don't wanna see your face around here. The time isn't right for you. I don't wanna see your face around here. The time isn't right for you. I don't wanna see your face around here. The time isn't right for you. I said the time.
All right, so you guys went ahead and made your selections. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Roger.
All right, so once again, this is going to be in random order. We're going to go with the Tech Savvy con first. Tech Savvy. So first off, Danny, who'd you pick?
I'm gonna go with my tech being R2D2.
Wow, R2D2.
Interesting.
Aptly
Yes.
from any and all Star Wars games.
Brilliant.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So
How's that? Okay.
C squared.
It's Dr. Isaiah Kleiner from Gary's Mod. Not Half-Life 2. I'm choosing to go with Gary's Mod.
I'm surprised.
Pinky, who'd you get?
Everybody knows this one. Beautiful Cortana. Evil bitch.
Oh!
Of course.
I knew somebody was going to pick Cortana. All right, so Daraion.
What's Cortana?
I went with Solid Snake.
Wow,
Ooh.
Solid Snake.
As the tech.
That's a solid.
As the techie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
solid pick.
All right, so Alexander.
Wait.
Well, Daraion chose Solid Snake, but I think I'd much rather choose the guy who helped Solid Snake and choose Otacon.
Wow.
I
Here
like.
we go again.
I like.
This shit.
Once again, rivalries is the born supremacy. All right, Swiper.
May- Swiper, who are you swiping?
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Stop
swipe. I'm gonna go ahead and swipe Rebecca Crane from the Assassin's Creed series.
Oh,
Oh my god. GG.
down.
GG.
GG game.
GG. Good job. All right, now we're gonna go with bruisers. Okay, so bruisers. Alexander, who'd you pick for your bruiser?
I'm choosing Barrett Wallace from Final Fantasy VII.
Very nice.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
All right. So number 2, Danny, who'd you get?
I'm picking my level 100 Blastoise.
You did not
Yeah.
limit it to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bad.
Wow. Level 100 Blastoise locked up for
I
crimes
mean, you
against
can't
humanity.
just sit there and just say level
God.
100 Blastoise.
GG.
I just did, nigga. What you gonna do?
All right. So Pinky, who'd you pick?
The Hulk.
Oh my god!
Why did I not think of
GG.
a whole-
GG, everybody.
He picked. I was gonna pick him. He actually just took my pick. Why did Pinky go before me twice? I'm mad now.
Why is the Hulk only
was
locked
my
up in
pick.
Juliet? That's my question. Like, all right. So C squared, who'd you get?
He chose to.
Sticking with the theme here of always picking a TF2 character, I chose the Heavy.
The heavy from
you're so silly.
Team
You're so
Fortress
silly.
2. All right. So let's see who's next. Daraion, who'd you
I
get?
got hats on hats.
I was gonna go with Scion.
Should have
but
used Malphite.
Hulk was
for it.
my first pick.
So Scion,
Yes.
and that's from Lee, right?
Galactic. Yes.
All right. And Swiper,
Nice.
who'd you get?
I came in like a wrecking ball.
So I thought about it for a bit, and I decided to go with Son of Duratan, Thrall from World of Warcraft.
Oh gosh.
Even his official title in that
I
pick.
don't know.
Wow.
Nobody is fucking with that. It won't. Well, oh no, Hulk might. That's
Man, but
Yeah.
that's
That's
Thrall.
a good
Even
fight.
after he left, everybody still supported him.
Yeah.
You gotta
I did,
respect
that's damn
Thrall.
sure.
All right, so let's go on with the scenarios.
Actually, you know what? Can I repick?
No.
Nope.
No.
He's gonna go with Varian Vin.
All right, so here we go.
Like, no.
Here we go. This
Oh,
is
boy.
gonna test your bruiser.
Yeah, dog.
A few days before the escape, Bugs found out that he was denied for parole. Angry that he was left out of the escape, he spoke to Spider Murphy and Little Joe, head leaders and top general of the Purple Gang. Both men agreed to silence Shifty Henry once and for all. Assembling the gang, they planned to take him out in the laundry room. Thanks to a friendly tip-off from prisoner number 47 and number 3, your bruiser has taken Shifty Henry's place, determined to stop the Purple Gang alone and against 20 armed opponents made with homemade shanks and broomsticks. Why do you feel that your bruiser can come out on top?
This is gonna be awesome.
So we're gonna go. Swiper, why do you feel that Thrall against 20 opponents, unarmed, can go against all those opponents? So let's go. Let's hear it. Why do you feel like he would be top?
Oh my god.
So it's not, it's not going to be difficult for Thrall, seeing as he is a shaman. One of the common AoEs that you see from shamans is going to be Earthquake, and so he could literally just uproot the ground and pretty much screw everybody up around him. That's the way I would see it going.
Good chain lightning.
Yeah. Not to mention, I mean, he was the war chief until he left to go fight the Twilight's Hammer. So I feel like 20 guys is not much for Thrall.
Okay.
Especially if they're not over level 20, they're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, but if they're level 80s with good tier gear, nah, dude, they can take Thrall.
But they need good tier gear.
Yeah, they're working with homemade shanks and broomsticks.
These guys are in. Yeah.
Wait! Stop! Hold on.
All right, so
let's let Cypher make his case here really quick.
Swiper. All right, so counter argument. Let's do this.
I honestly have no counter argument. All I have to say is, wasn't Thrall a 20-man or 40-man raid?
He was. I believe he was 40-man, wasn't he?
The 20 guys is not going to cut it. I'm sorry.
Especially if they're equipped like kobolds.
All right. So, any more counter arguments?
I would like to say, Harry, you're a wizard. I have one.
Okay.
I might have one. How the fuck would he get imprisoned in that place?
His name's Thrall. It means prisoner.
That is true.
Yeah, but I mean, would he get imprisoned in such a shitty place like that? I don't think so.
Yeah, but you can say that about anybody's character at this point. So, all right. So we're gonna move on.
Like, how the fuck are they gonna put Hulk in jail? That ain't gonna go down.
This motherfucker does need to be put in jail. Let's hear how Scion is gonna go ahead and take on all these motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, okay, you know Sion's abilities are pretty OP. I mean, he can lifesteal the shit. He doesn't need his axe to lifesteal. He can just hit somebody, and it's an ability, by the way, and a passive. Plus, he could pop his shield off, stun motherfuckers, and take AoE and give AoE damage. So he'd be able to take 20 guys. Right?
Wow. All right. So any counter arguments?
He does need his axe for lifesteal because the lifesteal comes from the axe.
The ability. It's a passive ability.
It makes his axe glow. That's what helps his lifesteal.
It's his passive ability.
I'm gonna say first of all, he has no weapons, so he's pretty much powered down. Secondly, he's not used to fighting against 20 people. He's used to fighting against 5.
He can fight 20 minions and win.
These dudes are
he can fight 20 minions and win.
At what level?
That's not a problem.
Like minions.
He's level 18 with fucking Warmog.
You did not say level 18.
You did not specify level 18.
All I know is he has his buffs. He has red and blue buff. Your argument is invalid.
All right, so there we go.
Level 100.
Well, these aren't also minions, by the way. These are actual players because they're actual people. So
no, but they're not champions. I would like to see League of Legends put a fucking prisoner with a shank in that game.
Whoa. Shaco has a shank. He's got 2 of them.
Yeah, but he got 2 and he can go invisible. I don't see these guys going invisible.
If it's back and it's really
It'd be a lot easier to escape if they could. Think about that.
Nobody heard me. That's better that way.
All right, so we're gonna move on. C squared. You got the heavy from Team Fortress 2. Now the heavy is kind of relied on his big ass gun. Without this, how is he gonna take on 20 guys?
With his mouth.
Oh, he can 1 KO with his punch. It's a taunt, but it's fucking done. And he's got sandwich. He's got the sandwich.
He doesn't got sandwich. He doesn't have anything.
Sandwich OP.
Sandwich
From the
OP.
cafeteria?
They're magical sandwiches. Just pulls them out.
All right, so counter arguments. So magical
And
sandwiches
he has 100 hats.
and 100 hats. Any counters?
I
Doesn't
feel
have-
like everything gets confiscated when you go to prison, so
Exactly.
having
Exactly.
items is kind of difficult. Like,
this sandwich.
I agreed. I kind of feel like he wouldn't
Sandwiches are gone.
without
And
any of
plus,
his
he wouldn't be able. He wouldn't be able to control himself because he
Yeah.
doesn't have his sandwiches because they all got confiscated.
All right. How about the Hulk?
Happy, heavy.
Why would
You smoking?
Why would the Hulk
Don't-
be a good candidate for this? Should I even ask that question? Like,
The Hulk would be a good candidate because he is the only motherfucker that looks good in purple, and he will be so pissed off and say that this is my fucking color. Pummel, Hulk smash, done.
so the Hulk is kind
Well,
of
he'll
known
flip
for,
his shit.
yeah, the Hulk is kind of known for going berserk, and other than like very, very, very minute traces of feelings for the lovely lady who I can't remember her name, so I'll just glaze over it. You know, he doesn't like care. I mean, think about even in like the recent movie The Avengers, like he was friends with everybody, well, sort of friends with everybody, and then all of a sudden he just starts going after everyone, fucking ripping apart the ship, beating the shit out of Thor. So I
Okay.
feel like it'd be really difficult to get him onto your side.
I would like to argue that the Hulk will not choose a side if he's enraged. He will just attack whatever is attacking him.
Not in the video games.
No.
You guys, we're basing this off the video game Hulk, not the movie Hulk. You guys
You
are
can
completely,
control him.
completely
He does have a
invalid.
point there.
oh, that is
We're
a
talking about video games.
that is a
That's
pretty
exactly
good.
my counter argument to all that was. You guys are talking about the movie and the comic, and when he first turned into the Hulk. This is probably like years past Hulk, where he can differentiate enemies, and plus in the video games and every video game you play him, he is controllable and helping his allies.
That is a powerful
That's a good-
counter argument.
Hey,
You're welcome,
Daraion.
Tiki.
Daraion.
Throw me
Daraion.
my thoughts on the PP, and I don't want to hear it,
Daraion.
Danny.
Daraion.
Done. No, I quit. I quit.
How's the pipe taste?
All right. So
I
with
want
that
the
being
Hulk.
said,
That was a
let's
I
move on.
want
So Blastoise, level 100 Blastoise, probably the oddest prisoner that Juliet has ever seen. How and why would Blastoise be okay in this situation?
Well, one, those little shanks aren't gonna get him. He has a hard shell. He's got like 100,000 health points because he's level 100, and on top of it, he's got 2 water cannons. He can just hydro gun these dudes off of them. Or mine personally has surf. He can just fucking flood the room and drown all these motherfuckers. It don't matter. He's a goddamn Blastoise.
And in the process, created a nice source of water for him to swim in.
Exactly. He can enjoy a little dip while swirling around the carcasses of these chumps.
All right.
I have a
So
counter-
Turn them into
I have-
magic cards.
so let's hear counter arguments. Counter arguments.
I have a counter argument. They would have confiscated
there's
his
one
water
problem.
guns.
No, they can't. It's
No,
actually physically a part of
you
him.
can't. It's
Yep.
No,
No, no.
that's all this stuff.
So
I got
No.
this.
You're an
They
idiot.
would have confiscated the Pokeball that he's in.
He's not in the Pokeball. He's walking around. If we got all these other motherfuckers walking around.
That is
I mean,
true.
the Hulk's is still in. You know?
the only thing I can think about with Blastoise, and I think it's a good pick, is just that if he was to like blast everybody and drown all of his enemies, his team would have to be out of the way as well. So just he'd
Yeah,
have
he's
to put that
alone.
in
I mean, that's
consideration.
what we established.
But-
He was
Yeah,
alone.
yeah.
No, he's not alone.
Yes, he is.
Actually, this is probably one for Blastoise, but Blastoise can differentiate with attacks. If he uses Surf, he'll flood the entire field and his allies. If he chooses a directional attack like Hydro Pump, Water Gun, or Bubble Beam, or the like, he can single out the enemies.
Right.
However, if he does that, then I would have to go against Blastoise and say he's targeting one person at a time while 20 fucking motherfuckers with shanks are going at him, and not every single part of his body is protected by that shell.
And he's a turn-based type person, so you have
Right.
to wait for one of them to make a
Oh, we're
going
bringing
video
it.
game.
We're going video
Are we
game.
not? We are going
Yes,
video
we
game.
are.
He was so amazing.
So you know.
And he can't travel at an angle.
Shanking prisoner will use stab and fail and not so effective, but the other one will come around and all of them using their moves while Blastoise is only taking one move at a time. Now if he uses Surf, And as I was understood that there was no, he was in the laundry room with him, so his allies would be drowning with him, and a lot of other innocent motherfuckers, therefore leaving Blastoise getting locked up. And the next day, boom, they're shaking fucking Harry nuts or whatever his name is.
I've got to stop you. And since you are going video game logic, the trainer never gets attacked by any of the Pokemon.
Who said he was the trainer? Who said he was the trainer?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but even the other trainers don't get it.
Logic.
It's the Pokemon wouldn't be there.
You're going video game logic.
All right. So with that being said, I think I've made my decisions.
Wait. Yeah.
What?
What about
Oh, sorry, Alexander. I forgot. I'm terribly sorry. Alexander. Barrack Wallace. Barrack Wallace from Final Fantasy VII. Let's hear it.
Well,
turn-based.
Well, he is turn-based, but he has final moves and a weapon that turns into an arm, which is impossible to confiscate off of him. Therefore, his final move, Catastrophe, will target everybody on the field at once. That's his enemy, not his allies. All his allies will be safe, taking out all of his enemies in a single round.
This is level 1 Barrett.
No, this is not level 1 Barrett.
I don't think it was specified.
You're right.
You're right. It wasn't specified. All right. So I think I'm gonna go. I made my decision. First one I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate is the Heavy from Team Fortress 2. Realistically, without his weapon or sandwiches, he's just kind of like a big bruiser guy. And compared to everybody else, he would be the weakest link. That being said, if it was a real life situation and the Heavy wanted to help me out in a fucking boxing tournament, fuck yeah, I would take the Heavy any day. But considering the choices, I'm going to leave the Heavy behind. Next one I'm going to go ahead and eliminate, actually the next two, are going to be Scion and Barrack Wallace. Both of which, because levels were not specified, and since that was actually brought up, we're going to put those into play. Scion can be pwned by 20 minions. Run out there in a level 1 in a group, you're going to get your ass killed. Easy. Secondly, Barrack Wallace, while his finishing move is that, once again, if he was level 1, it wouldn't really help him out. So if we're going to play that card, then I got to play it fairly across all boards. So all of them are out. The next one I'm going to go ahead and eliminate is Blastoise, sadly.
Yeah.
I love Blastoise. I like War Turtle better. You probably would have won if you had picked War Turtle. But
I'm all about all three.
But there is the good argument that even if he was alone in that room with just the enemies, he probably could. However, I have to look at it video game logic. The Pokemon have never killed anybody, with the exception of Mewtwo.
He'd make him faint.
Yeah, he make him faint, but that's not getting rid of the purple gang once and for all. So that being said, he is protected by a hard shell, but not all of his areas are protected. He could do withdrawal, but then he can't attack. And he is turn-based, so we're going to have to go ahead and give him up.
Boop.
The next ones were the difficult ones, and that was the Hulk and Thrall. Okay, now, here's my argument. The Hulk, since we are playing in video game logic, the Hulk has a life bar. And yes, you can be knocked out and or killed as the Hulk. If we're translating that into this, of the two, I will have to argue that Thrall is the stronger opponent. Because Thrall does have a raid, even though it is a 20-man raid, it's most certainly not with shanks and broomsticks. Thrall is a shaman, so therefore he needs no weapons or focuses. And, like, I don't know. I'm going to have to give it up to Thrall. That was a great pick, Swiper. So I'm going to go ahead and give the point to Swiper. Alright, so good job on that one.
Good job, newbie.
Alright, so...
Never lets me down.
So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the next scenario. This is our tech, okay? Whew. Just hours before Lights Out and The Great Escape, an ex-drummer from Illinois turned jailhouse snitch caught wind of your plans and ratted you out to the warden. Unfortunately, the snitch's credibility was under question, so the warden didn't take direct action against you. Instead, he revved up security, warned the guards to keep an eye out for anything suspicious, and report even the smallest things immediately. Tonight is the only night that you can escape, so it's up to your tech to go ahead and open the gates and ensure nothing is red flagged. Can your tech do it, and how? So we're going to go ahead and move on. Text. Who does we got? All right, so first off, the first tech we're going to go ahead and go after is Swiper. You picked Rebecca Crane from Assassin's Creed. So,
I did.
Under this stressful situation, how do you feel that Rebecca Crane is going to go ahead and bypass all the security?
So, stressful situations might not be too big of a deal for her. They're quite frequently under stressful situations with the Templars, you know, on their tail as an assassin in the 21st century. So, Rebecca Crane, as everyone probably knows, and just for the viewers, is the woman who operates the Animus inside the Assassin's Creed series, except for the first one, which was that crazy professor lady. Anyway, so she's got backgrounds in coding. Definitely, if you can read on her biographies and into her past, she knows coding. I feel like hacking into security systems isn't gonna be much of an issue for her, with all the technical things that she has to deal with such an in-depth instrument as like the Animus is. I feel like putting a video on loop or something isn't going to be difficult for her.
Okay, so counter arguments.
She's a woman in a men's prison.
No, that was established already.
Yeah. She's a woman in prison, and not like a bruiser woman, but a dainty, petite, little woman.
To add on to that, being as if it would be a co-ed prison, the males and the females would be separated. So she would need to somehow, because it'd be such a quick situation, she would need to somehow communicate with them so quickly. So the guys would not only have to communicate with her about, hey, we're doing it tonight, but she would also have to do it back to them. And it would be harder to communicate without the tools that she would need to do it.
Yeah,
in such a quick time. So,
that's a valid argument.
That's honest.
All right, so
I'd like to counter argue against her being dainty. It actually goes into her biography, where before she was in the Assassin's Order, because she wasn't born into the Assassin's Order, she was actually recruited. She was frequent in extreme sports like snowboarding, skydiving, things like that. So definitely not your average.
She does CrossFit.
Girl.
He just slapped that dainty grin off your face.
She's taking over 40 hours of Zumba, no big deal.
I could still fap to this.
All right.
Did she also take butthole protection class?
Okay, so the next one we're gonna go for is Otacon. Otacon, how is he gonna help these guys get out of prison?
Well, Otacon was the tech support for Solid Snake in the Metal Gear series, and he was the one who wrote the code for Metal Gear Rex and Metal Gear Solid 1. He has, in games future to that one, reverse engineered the cloak technology that completely masks you from sight. He has also hacked the code on the nanomachines that were blanketing the world, turning everyone against each other. That was supposedly created by this all-powerful organization that had existed since the Cold Wars. So, therefore, I say this guy, you give him access to anything, and he will be able to pretty much hack his way around it. The guards won't ever know it, and he'll be able to release who he wants, when he wants, and can even get them out of there unseen.
Can I get my counter argument now?
Yes, let's counter.
Arguments? All right, thank you. Let me go ahead and go first. Otacon, first off, would not be able to get access to shit because he's Otacon. He always needed somebody to help him out getting to where he was going. But yes, granted, you were right. He's a brilliant genius that can get around and make the systems go completely haywire if he really wanted to. But he needs that access. So would he be able to get around the prison? Is the first question.
That was actually my question.
Second question is, he would be really stressed out in this situation because Noodle did point out that this is a very stressful situation. He peed himself. He pissed himself in the video game and cried.
Yes, he did.
Granted, he got better over time. He did. But he was always the nervous wreck that had to rely on one person and one person alone. That's Metal Gear Solid. Suck a dick!
Oh my god. That's a...
God.
Okay, that does deserve... Do you have a counter for that?
I really do.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
One, if he's working with other people, he proved that he only needed one person alone to help him get anywhere. If he's got more than one person, automatic distractions increase. Therefore, he's able to get around. Secondly, as you stated, over time he did get better with that. Therefore, he might still be a nervous wreck, but he's learned to work through that in the face of adversity.
All right. Powerful arguments.
He has steel resolve.
All right, so we heard that.
That is.
Would you say it's Metal Gear Solid?
Stop it.
Oh my God!
This
Stop.
pathetic pun was brought to you by Pink Plumber. Pink Plumber's pathetic pun. Get a pathetic pun. Pronto page. Pink Plumber. I did it. I did it.
2 for the price of pun.
Stop it.
All right, so that was a pretty good argument. Let's hear your argument. I mean, we kind of already heard it, but how is Solid Snake going to do any better than Otacon?
Cardboard box.
First off, Solid Snake has been. Anyways, like I was saying, Solid Snake has been put in situations where he has been imprisoned and everything like that, strip searched and fucking butt down, butt naked, just completely nothing. But let me tell you something that they've never been able to find on him because it's implanted into his body. His nanotechnology that allows him to communicate to his entire team, including Otacon. So therefore, Otacon and everybody else who's a part of that team that I can easily communicate to my transmitter would be able to communicate with me. Not only would I have the hacker, but the skills to be able to get around the prison without being seen because I'm Solid Snake, and also be able to get all the items that I would need because I have people on the outside sending me items to in. And mind you, Solid Snake took out an entire war camp that had Metal Gear Solids in it in less than a night. A night.
All right,
okay,
so
Wait.
Hold on.
Oh, it wasn't a night. It was a day. It was about a day.
I got an argument.
okay, let's hear counter arguments.
All right, Daraion, you tell me a single time, as many a times as you played Metal Gear Solid, that you went through the entire game and not got caught by security.
The game?
I have a counter argument for Josh, which is, while he is the stealthiest motherfucker, this is for your tech-savvy person. The person who uses technology, not the person. So basically, the person needs to be a hacker, not an espionage. You are not ready. Your counter argument. Wait, this is supposed to be a tech-savvy person.
Yeah. That's what.
Not somebody calling for help from the outside.
That's what I was getting ready.
Ooh.
So
That's what I was getting ready to point out. Is that I was getting ready to say, wait a second. So, Darian's pick is really gonna use Alexander's pick to do
yeah, yeah. See, I
Here's the
actually
thing, though.
chose the
It was not established that was a limitation.
No, but it is testing the
Therefore,
skills
he has
of
that
your
availability.
tech person, and your tech person has to rely on somebody else.
He's using his tech person. Hey, he's using what he has available to him as what he knows for everything he's gone through. He's gone through tech things. He uses the technology that Otacon gives him, but even then, he still is able to use that technology because of Otacon. And even then, he's gonna have that help.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move on. Peaky, you picked Cortana, a powerful choice. So why would Cortana?
Cortana.
This is the South, Cortana. All right, so.
Guardian Leviosa.
Laviosa.
It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa.
Stop it.
All right, so Cortania, how is she gonna do any better?
I'm just gonna say if Cortana can hack into ships that are of other alien races, I don't think a single prison system is gonna be any much of a flick of her finger.
Okay.
Wait, are we ready for counter arguments yet?
Yeah, right. Because everybody's like nerd rage.
Okay, go ahead. Counter arguments. Let's do this shit.
She's batshit insane.
She'd kill everyone.
She went unstable and fucking crazy.
C squared. You picked Dr. Isaac Kleiner from Gary's Mod.
Bless you.
Gary's
A person that nobody has ever fucking heard of before. And
I think he made him up, actually.
I think he did too.
Google it.
I can't.
He's the default character you get in Gary's Mod, and there isn't anything you can't do, or that Kleiner can't do, I should say. And he could just spawn shit out of thin air. That's kind of a bonus.
Okay, but can
big
he...
guns? There they are.
Okay, again, we're going back to this technical issue. Can he hack stuff? Is he a tech guy? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can hack
he's
stuff. He got keypad crackers and all that shit.
Yeah,
Anything, man. It exists.
The thing. It's real. Google that shit. Can't be. It's not on Google. It's not real.
Gary's mod, motherfuckers.
Oh my god, I think that's the extent of his argument is Gary's mod.
No, it's that he can like spawn anything and he can build anything and hack anything.
Well, what is that? Okay, he can build and spawn anything, but what does that have to do with? Does he hack stuff actively in Gary's mod?
I mean, that's cool that he can be in his jail cell and then all of a sudden there's a bus in there. But
and he's been in jail, and he has hacked into people's bases.
All right, I'm asking the questions.
Well, that's my personal experience with me playing him.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. Danny, you picked R2D2.
Yes, I did.
Robot engineer and lifelong, like from the very beginnings of Star Wars, even to the very end, he was there, and he was there before, and he will be there afterwards. So how is R2D2 gonna help out your team?
Well, I mean, that's what his sole job is hacking and getting into computer systems and helping his master, which in this case would be me. That's what he does. He turned off the trash compactor to save Luke and Han and Chewie and Leia. He's hacked the elevators to save Obi-Wan and Anakin. He can do it all. He is a droid. He's an astro droid on top of it. He's a space fighting droid, and he's got some experience killing shit too if he has to. He can fight. He's got a taser, and then if he needs to, he can create a distraction by going all wonky and shit.
All right. Any counter arguments to R2D2?
I have one.
Okay.
A droid has physical limitations to what he can access with his tools. They have never shown him wirelessly capable. If Solid Snake had the technological expertise to use a computer, he could do it.
Snake can use a computer. Wait a minute, don't go back to our argument.
No.
Don't go back to our argument.
We're arguing.
Shut up.
We're going in circles now because we're
All
arguing.
right, yeah. Everything's going in circles, so we're going to go ahead and bring it back.
Save us.
We're going to bring it back. I went ahead and made my
Bring
decisions. All right, so first off, the first ones I'm going to go ahead and nix off immediately, realistically, is we're going to go ahead and get rid of Solid Snake. I like Solid Snake. I'm a big fan of the video games. I will have to say, though, that he has always relied on others to get past tech stuff. Now, as far as him sneaking around the prison, if that was what it took, he'd be my first choice. He's the sneakiest motherfucker in the world. But this isn't about sneaking around the prison. It's about getting his team out. So I'm going to have to go against him. Otacon, the same thing. The dude pissed himself. Panic Under Pressure, I'm going to have to nix him from that one. Rebecca Crane, although very fit, they did have the stipulation that she would be in a woman's ward. That would make it really hard to coordinate anything with her. Secondly, even just going beyond that, she's alone in a prison cell. She has no equipment with her. So there's no computer or PDA that she's using to hack into anything. If she had that, it would be different. That being said, R2-D2, I'm going to have to argue against him as well. He is limited by his physical stature, and R2-D2 is not the sneakiest motherfucker in the world either. Okay, he is.
Fair enough.
Even if he did have a USB attachment, there's no USB port in his cell for him to go on.
Get out of the.
That really leaves us with the Doctor and Cortana, and I'm going to argue against the Doctor only because of this. He can spawn anything he wants to. That's great, but I can spawn myself a fucking rocket. It doesn't mean I know how to fly it. He can spawn all these hacker things, but it doesn't mean that he knows how to use them. And everything that I've seen in Gary's mod, and I could be wrong, you can piece things together and they work, but there's no technical skill involved at all. So even him as a main character, you are limited by the knowledge of the player, and that's kind of going beyond our scope here, so I'm going to nix him out. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Cortana only because I have seen her tap into shit wirelessly. And she is a computer program. As soon as she gets anywhere near a computer, she's in the computer system and she becomes the system.
Inside it.
Inside. So I'm going to go ahead and give the point in that much heated argument to Pinky.
Woo.
Woo! Woo! Here's a bonus point for everybody. Everybody ready for the bonus point?
What?
This, the jailbreak itself, along with everybody listed in here, with the exception of Nasty Nate, is tied to and connected with why we are in Tupelo, Tennessee. 1 bonus point to anybody who can guess why. Anybody?
We're picking them up.
Oh, brother, where art thou? Damn.
No?
I am right here.
Alright. The reason is because this week, on the 8th of January, it was Elvis Aaron Presley's birthday.
Oh, no one cares.
He was born in Tupelo, Tennessee, in a 2-room house, and that's where we're sitting in right now. And, on top of it, the jailbreak was based off of his song, Jailhouse Rock. All the characters from Shifty Henry, Spider Murphy, Little Joe, the Purple Gang, the little drummer boy from Kentucky, all of it.
You were so reported, Noodle.
All of it was in there.
I
So
did not want to be in this house.
you may or may not like, you may be a Beatles man or an Elvis man, but you have to do respect that he was the king of rock and roll.
I mean, he is the king, but I mean, I'm reported. This is why you dragged me out to Tennessee.
Yeah.
See this house.
Let's go ahead and take a little break. When we get back, we're going to go ahead and talk about our movie Cypher. So enjoy this wonderful musical compilation from Danosongs.
To kill me, I guess I'm doing okay. I'm lost among the millions, just an empty head filled with the sky. I separated my life between the boring and exciting parts. And yet my life is as filled as if I was a king or an alien. Yet my life is as filled as if I was a king or an alien. Lonely nights are filled with static, not an atmosphere filled with content. I'm here among the forest, just another tree ignored for the good. I separated my mind between the pleasure and the painful parts. Yet my life is as filled as if I was a king or an alien. Yet my life is as filled as if I was a king or an alien. Do one thing, then another. Do everything one at a time. Do one thing, then another. Do everything one at a time. I segregated my heart for all the ugly feelings I discard. And yet my life is as filled as if I was a king or an alien. Yet my life is as filled as if I was a king or an alien. A king or an alien. A king or an alien. A king or an alien.
Alright guys, so you know what time it is. That means it's movie time!
Movie time!
Alright, this homework assignment was Cypher, in the year 2002, and that was from Alexander Cromwell. He went ahead and picked this one for us. First off, I'm going to go with first impressions here. I'm going to start us off with that. Miramax. Miramax, really.
Classy pictures.
Yeah, like the pianist or the crying game. Exactly. That's what I fucking thought when I saw it, and I was like, Miramax, fucking Miramax. Jay and Silent Bob. All right, I'm game. I'll sit down and watch it.
Look, I was cool with it because I knew Miramax back then, like, had some really good movies out. Like he had already said a couple. I thought I was going to enjoy the movie as soon as I found out it was Miramax. That's just, I saw it and I didn't know what the nature of it was. It was just Cypher, and I was like, maybe it was a thriller, maybe it's this, I don't know. Just watched it, and Miramax just made me want to watch it more.
Exactly. So
my first impression was Lucy Liu. All right, I'm down.
Same here.
Agreed. I thought Lucy Liu, she usually plays in a lot of action movies. This is bound to be a good choice.
Yeah, when I read the synopsis, it was Lucy Liu espionage. I'm all right. That's I'm okay with this.
I got a little chub. Let's go.
I was.
Yeah, it was cool.
So I mean, I might be the youngest of this group here. So I've I know Miramax.
Lucy.
And I know who Lucy is. But I mean, I was. So I didn't really read into like, oh, it's Miramax or anything like that. I went in. I was kind of late. I went into Netflix. I read the bio, and on paper it seemed interesting enough to actually watch and not just like BS it. But at the same time, I was kind of confused as to why it was actually a movie. Like, corporate espionage seemed really boring, which of course you find out later when you're watching the movie why it's so interesting. But I feel like the intro was kind of boring, like the
I'll agree with that.
bios.
I was reading the synopsis and I was like, a man gets into corporate espionage and he gets in above his head, and I was like, how interesting can corporate espionage really be?
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
what I meant. That's
I was
what
like a bunch of fucking stockbrokers trying to like steal tips from each other. I was like, no, I don't know. And then like as soon as he goes to that one convention and she was like, hey, don't freak out.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
From that point on,
point.
my mind was fucking blown, and I was eyes glued to the fucking screen. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it took for me, it was a 180 flip from what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I actually sat up and started watching it. I was like,
I'm gonna have to actually disagree with that though, because when you're watching a movie like of that nature, it wasn't like I was able to tell exactly what was going on, but I was able to at least just differentiate what kind of movie it was actually going to be, only because of like the subtle hints they were giving. Like, you saw the whole corporate thing, and it seemed like it was going to be like one of those weird business type movies or whatever. I mean, you could think that all you want, but the way the storyline was going and how it was put together, I had that eerie espionage feeling from the beginning. And I mean, that the intro I think was really, really cool. How they brought it in.
It was weird as shit, man. It was what's going on?
Exactly. The weirdness factor is what made it to where it was like, this is going to be a good movie. This is going to be a weird, crazy espionage type movie, and I'm going to enjoy it. Just the weirdness factor. The weirdness, how he asked the questions, the neurological scans for a corporate type thing. Nah, there's something else. There's an underlining like something. I don't know.
I've got to chime in.
It was great.
I've got to chime in. This freaking, like, the first 30, 45 minutes of this movie, it was just like, this is The Informant from Matt Damon, The Informant.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so slow,
Matt Damon.
I would say it was slow.
So slow. He was fidgety. He didn't know what the hell was going on, what the hell he was getting into. But until
I like that.
So did I. I'm not gonna lie. Up until that turning point when Lucy Liu told him to not. It honestly went downhill bad for me, but I mean that build up was really nice.
It was to me, like, I'm gonna kind of shift roles here. He had to put on that act in the beginning, and he had his wife. Did anybody want him to just punch the fuck out of his lawyer wife?
Yes.
So bad.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was like, woman, fucking mind your goddamn business. Like,
you come back here or don't come back at all. Okay, peace, bitch.
Like, seriously, like, if I would have got a job and it required me to fly all over the place, granted, baby girl would be sad because I wouldn't be here all the time. But at the same time, if they're flying you everywhere, the money has to be fucking good. The money's got to be fucking good. It might not be lawyer good, but it's still pretty fucking good. And considering that he went from no job to all of a sudden getting all this money, flying all over the United States, going to conferences, like that was his only job, like, fuck you. I'm not going to talk to your fucking dad. And if you ask me again, I'm going to shove this bowl of cereal up your cunt hole. Like.
See,
fuck your cereal.
I kind of like.
Literally.
I liked how at the beginning of the movie, like you guys have already said, he was so like timid and he was, kind of antsy and this like nerdy, stuck-up kind of kid with his fucking glasses on.
I really like that.
And then like 10 minutes into the goddamn movie, he's this insatiable badass who just tells his wife to tell her dad to go fuck himself, and he starts like smoking cigarettes and drinking single malt scotch. Like
but see,
goddamn
the
James
thing that
Bond.
made that awesome is the fact that he was just coming out of his shell, and he was still that timid guy throughout the entire movie. Throughout the entire time, when you started learning more about the spying shit and the brainwashing, he was still the timid guy. That's how he gave himself away as a double agent when he went down to the vault.
All right, so here's a quick thing. In there, when he
made him awesome, it made him fucking sweet. And as soon as he found out that he was fucking as soon as he found out that he was fucking Brooks, like boom, he was like, look at me fucking flat as helicopter and kill all these people,
slowing bitches up. And I liked in the
Did you say that James Bond to you guys?
When he actually blows up the roof, how if you look at the explosive, there's a little carving of a roof from chess on it. I like that so much.
The only thing I could think of in that moment was checkmate, bitches. Like
where is it? Yeah. Where is it, Pinky? Why did you let us down by not putting it in this time?
What, his shitty fucking handmade drawing of? All right, so okay, I have to bring this up. The kissing scene between him and Lucy Liu. I mean, seriously, he kissed Orenishi. Like, jealousy everywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it was crazy because, like, if you watch the movie, you realize that she can't give away that she loves him. So, like, the kiss was like, he kissed her passionately and she was, like, aboard. You know what I mean? How much willpower do you think it took her to not just dive into him?
I mean, she's Lucy goddamn Liu.
Well, no, you're saying as
in the movie,
as his
wife,
as
his lover.
Yeah.
That must have been extremely difficult.
It would have taken a
Props.
lot.
Especially, that's what killed me. That was like she was stone cold the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
But as an
even
actor,
when he shot her, her, she was
still loyal.
She was like, go meet Brooks. Just go meet Brooks.
He was a badass.
That bitch stays through and through. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I often
even when the bullet was through and through.
Come on.
All right, so I often pride myself at one. This is kind of like known of anybody who's ever watched any of the Misfit stuff. I don't like the movie Fight Club at all. I think it's overrated. I really do.
Yes.
I really do. I think it's way overrated. And the other Misfits have heard me say this. It's like if you've never had grape Kool-Aid before and all your friends are like, grape Kool-Aid's the best. How can you drink red? Grape is the best. It's the best of everything. It's so awesome. It's incredible. So you go in like, oh man, grape is going to be awesome. And you drink it and it tastes like shit. And you're like, what the fuck? And then everybody's looking at you like you're the idiot. That's how I am with Fight Club. But I will have to say that this movie, and I mentioned this to Swiper earlier, that it's like Total Recall and Fight Club had a baby. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing.
If you think about it, it really is.
Oh, Arnold, what have you done?
What have you done, Arnold?
I don't see the fighting.
I don't know.
No, but it was the split personality where he was the guy the entire time.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
What the twist?
All right, so are we ready for pictures? Or do you guys have anything else that you want to bring up about the movie?
I just want to throw this out there because it's been driving me bonkers, and I fucking hate movies like, oh well, he's this person, that's this person, it's the same person, all in one person. Fuck you. Yeah. Get creative. Do something original. That's fucking dumb. I'm tired of that shit, man. We watched the Robert De Niro movie
years ago.
I don't care. No, because Fight Club was like 20 years ago now. Fuck that. Dumb. There was a Robert De Niro movie where he was like, he was the killer and the daughter's imaginary friend. No, stop it. Stop it. Fucking stop it.
Oh, are you talking about the movie where he has all the people in the hotel room? And he's actually the killer and they're all in his head?
No. Well, that one of those two. Yeah, dude, I hate shit like that. That's no.
You don't like your brain being messed with?
No,
See,
I see that shit coming. That's the problem. As I see it coming, it's like, oh, you think you're creative because he's a triple spy for himself. Yeah,
but see, you know what's funny
I
though?
saw it coming, but
Sebastian
I still
Rooks
enjoyed the ride.
The Sebastian Rooks thing, I don't think you saw coming until like mid-movie. Like you saw it coming. Everybody saw it coming. But
as soon as I heard him say Sebastian Rooks, I was like, oh, another person. And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah. You see, your point, Danny's point was arisen, and well, I mean, when he started to say, oh, you know, that movie where this happened, and we were like, oh wait, what? This movie? No, because it happens in every fucking movie. It's so
that's
common.
the big twist.
So predictable.
The big twist.
Yeah.
But you want a twist? Watch a Tarantino movie. That'll melt your fucking brain.
All right, so let's move on to pictures here. Not everybody did a picture, so only a few people are going to be qualified. First off, let's go ahead and let's pop up Swiper's picture here.
Yeah. I don't. He gets the Essence Award.
He gets the he really captured the essence of the film with his picture.
I haven't seen him. Where's it at?
Well, if you were actually paying attention from before.
I didn't see it.
All right, so here's the guy. It took me a second to figure out who the fuck he was, first off. And I forgot about the whole silo scene. I fucking forgot about it. This is the creepy guy who was like, I used to be the mole sniffer, but they said I was wrong. And he was like all up in him, like touching his hand and shit. And I was like, dude, just fucking kill him. Just fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Please.
And the thing is, if he would have killed him, easy escape. No fucking questions. But instead, he just knocked his ass out.
He did fuck his shit up.
He did, though. He did. Yeah. That was so cool. How he was like, where is he? And he kind of did the little drinking motion. All the guards were like, oh, okay, yeah, we understand. It was like, how easy was it for him just to walk out of there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, excellent picture, good picture. Okay, we're going to bring up Danny's picture.
Yes.
Rage faces. Le Rage. A lot of le in there. I'm not a big fan of Rage pictures, but you captured it. I mean, this was awesome.
That's like I'm seeing it and I'm like, I know what's going. You know what's going on. I know what's going on. Whoa!
Exactly, and that point of the movie was like where his alter ego is gone, and it's just him.
He sounded like James Bond, like one of the last things he said. I was like, whoa, what? Bond?
Yeah.
It reminds me of The Long Kiss Goodnight. I love that movie to death. And it was where Charlie finally erased everything that she was. And she like embraced who she originally used to be or whatever. Like, if that makes sense. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm saying. And that was sort of that moment of that panic of you love me, and all of a sudden, he's back. And that dorky, nerdy, unsure person that he was gone forever. It was pretty fucking pimp. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring up the next one, which isn't a picture, but a movie that C-Squared put together.
Did you see Rooks' face? Just Morgan Sullivan, our pawn. Jesus, he's Rooks. It's a trap!
Everybody good? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pop up my picture. I made it like about 5 minutes in before the recording started. So there's my picture. This is the point where he's in the theater, or not in the theater, back in the thing, and Lucy was already told him, like, hey, don't freak out. No matter what you do, don't panic. Don't react. And he's sitting in there, and everybody else is zoned out, and he's just like, poker face through everything.
Poker face. Oh, I got it. There it is. Oh, that was the ultimate poker face. I wasn't even mad. Dude, I was like, dude, you got balls. Something just grabbed your goddamn eyeballs.
Yeah.
No, dog. Right? That ain't.
Like, you see my ass running out like,
I mean, like running
away. Yeah, I mean, at that point, they would have found me out because either I would have started screaming or they would just smell shit everywhere. That's all right. So there's my picture.
I think the one thing that got me about that.
No. You know what's funny though? Even if they would have smelled shit, they'd be like, "Don't worry, it's just a reaction."
It's just a reaction.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's just a reflex.
Hey guys, don't worry, it's just Otacon.
I think the one thing that really impressed me was when they flashed the light in his eyes and he didn't even blink.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude, I don't ever want to play cards against that guy. Ever.
He's no MacGyver, but he's pretty damn good.
Ooh.
All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and vote on Best Picture. Remember, you guys can't vote for mine. So we're going to go...
I was going to say Noodle.
All right, so first off, let's go... Oh, and you can't vote for your own. So, Swiper, whose picture did you like the most?
I mean, it was kind of tricky, but I think I like the short video. Like, it's a trap. I really like that throw into there. I thought it was hilarious.
All right. Alexander.
Danny's then.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, Danny.
All right,
I
so
am Danny.
Darian.
I like the whole it was a trap thing. It made me giggle.
Funny guy.
All right, so Pinky, who'd you pick?
I'm going with technicality. We're voting best picture. I like Danny.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my vote for Harry.
By the way, helpful fact about that guy, he was one of the scientists on Stargate Atlantis.
All right, so Danny, who would you get?
I'm gonna vote for Corey's.
All right. So all the votes are in. Swiper, you got 1 point. Danny, you got 2, and C Squared has 3 points. That means he earns the point for Best Picture.
Oh, fucking stupid!
I got a picture.
All right. So right now, the total points of everybody: C Squared with 1 point, Pinky with 1 point, and Swiper with 1 point. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move on.
Anybody's game.
Time for movie trivia.
Trivia.
All right. So as you guys know, the points are. Oh my God.
Honk, 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 honk.
3 questions.
Hey, Silver, away!
Oh my God. Ace Ventura, calm down. So, with that being said, 3 questions. The first 2 questions are worth 1 and 2 points respectively. The last point is going to be Jeopardy. We did have a debate last time, so we're going to go ahead and do it this way. I'll go over Jeopardy after the question during our break. The first question, worth 1 point. What city did he first learn that he was a corporate pawn? Go. We're Danny?
Decent.
I'm gonna go Tulsa. That's the only one
I lagged out.
That is incorrect. Swiper?
I think it was Cleveland.
Nope, that is also incorrect. Darien?
Boise.
That is correct. Ding, 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 ding. Darien went ahead and stole the point. 1 point. That's correct. It was Boise, Idaho. Oh my God.
Tulsa, Boise, it's the same thing.
Yeah, right. All right, so question 2. Okay, everybody punch in your letters or whatever. All right, question 2. When he was asked to be a double agent, they gave him a case with 6 objects. You have to name 4 of those 6 objects that he was given the spy with.
Oh.
Ready? And Pinky?
There was the porcelain dog
Mm-hmm.
camera. There was the salt shaker camera. There was a clock to mount on the wall, and also the cord that plugs into his computer.
Incorrect.
No, yes.
All right. So that being said, Darien.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with lotion bottle, dog statue, salt shaker, clock, smoke alarm, and vitamin C bottle.
That is absolutely correct, 100% correct. Woo! So Darren went ahead and took the point.
Say what?
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're like at a 1 point tie from almost everybody. Oh, that was 2 points.
Yeah, so now I got 3 points.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Jeopardy round. Here's the question, with a whopping 3 points plus whatever you bet. Okay, I'm gonna give you some time to think about it. What is the phone number that he dialed to call Lucy Liu? Not the Bible phrase.
I knew it.
The
I fucking
phone
knew
number.
you were gonna ask that.
So go ahead and put that in. Everybody, Misfits, we're gonna go ahead and plug in your answer. gonna start with Danny first. Okay.
Yeah.
He bet all the marbles that he doesn't have. So 0 points he bet. Okay. You put down the phone number 436-726-3993.
Continue.
Okay, so number 2, C squared. You bet 1 point and you put 8675309. No, you're not. You're not calling Jenny. So no, you lost your point.
No. Jenny took my point. What a bitch.
Pinky, 1 point and frowny face. That's not gonna cut it. Daraion, also 3 points, but he bet 436-727-3993. Alexander, he bet 0 points, and his number was 1-800-JENNY-CRAIG. That is also incorrect. Swiper bet 0 points, and he put down 503-475-5535. That means Danny ended up getting it correct. So he gets 3 points.
Suck it.
Harry gets it correct. He gets 3 points. And Daraion gets 3 points, which he bet 3. So he gets a whopping 6 points added onto his score. So final score with 0 points is C squared, Pinky, and Alexander. Second place is, or third place is Danny with 3 points. Swiper ended up having 4 points because he bet nothing. And Daraion with a whopping 9 points. Congratulations, Daraion. You have officially won our little game here. Alright, so first off, Danny, how would you rate the movie Cypher?
1 batarang.
Really? 1 out of 5 batarangs. You just didn't like
Hated it. Fucking hated it.
Really?
Had me for a minute with the eyeball thing and then completely dropped off.
Alright, so C squared?
I will give it a chubby.
Oh god, you're not my brother.
A solid chubby.
No brother.
Okay, so that means you mildly enjoyed it.
More of a flimsy one.
Alright. So Pinky, how many pipes is that?
I'm staying away. I'm not piping this.
Really?
Nope.
You guys just
what? 0 out of 5 pipes?
0.
I'm picking the worst movie ever now.
So with that being said, you would rather watch the silent movie Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde again before you ever watch Cypher again?
I would definitely go back and watch it again.
That was a cool
movie. If you tried to force me to watch Cypher. No, I would not.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say that and I forgot to get to that. I would rather watch the fucking silent movie again.
Wow. Alexander, how many cannonballs?
2.
Really? You picked it!
I picked it and I did not enjoy it.
That'll learn you.
Alright, so Swiper, what would you rate the movie as?
It'd be under your favorites.
Okay, so I'll keep my rating system kind of PG.
Go back to Dora the Explorer. How many?
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be items out of Dora's backpack. So the lowest being bobby pins, and then next is sticky tape, water bottle, a map, and the backpack itself. I'm going to go ahead and rate it as sticky tape, which is the second one.
Wow.
I kind of got frustrated by it. Again, I don't know. Call me stupid.
Wow, really? Okay, so my rating scheme was if you had 2 hours to blow or 2 hours worth of blow, I thought it was a damn good movie. I was going to say put the drugs and go enjoy the movie. I
think I'd have to do the drugs. Maybe the movie will be better then.
I'm gonna stick with my rating and say, hey, you know what? Take a chance, go watch it. The Misfits obviously have no taste, so obviously no taste. Well, with the exception of C squared. So with that being said, what is your homework assignment for the Misfits this next week?
All right, let's go with Donny Darko as our homework assignment.
Oh no!
No, seriously?
I was gonna pick
yeah.
You want to do that? We'll go with Donny Darko.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm okay with this.
Wait.
The
Are
only
we going with movies that people wouldn't watch, or we're trying to broaden?
This is like Donny Darko is like the only movie that I wouldn't watch and I watch Fight Club instead of. Like, I fucking hate Donny Darko so goddamn much. And not only do I have to watch this piece of shit, but I gotta come up with questions about it, which means I actually have to fucking pay attention. So we all know who's not gonna record next time. Um,
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. They wanted me to fucking pick a movie, so I'm gonna pick Donnie Darko. I was gonna go with The Crow, the original.
Oh,
one.
that would have been.
But that's the thing, though. What we're trying to do is
I was gonna go with that.
We're trying to stay away from movies that we normally wouldn't watch. Now you stumped the chump on the boss one here, but I was actually wanting to watch this, and I was going to pick it at one point myself.
All right. So with that being said,
I still want to get my pick, Danny. Shut up.
I didn't say nothing.
All right. So with that being said, everybody at home, all the associates of Misfit Inc out there, go ahead and the homework assignment is Donnie Darko. Catch it on Netflix. Check it out. Once again, obviously, if you have any pictures or anything like that, go ahead and submit it to us. If you have any comments, let us know. We've had a few people on the YouTube channel, present their picks for Dream Team, who they would have picked for certain scenarios and why. So it's always interesting to read those. I have problems commenting on YouTube because of this stupid Google Plus bullshit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Google Plus account I have is for the Misfit Inc YouTube page, but not my Noodle page. So every time I try to comment, it tries to comment as them. It's weird. I have to try to figure it out and yell at YouTube or something. But just because I don't respond doesn't mean I don't read you guys' comments on there. So
right.
It's really cool seeing who people would pick, and then some people pick people, and I'm like, I have no idea who the fuck that is. So once again, submit it to our email, Facebook, whatever. I'll go ahead and link it down below in the description. And is that it? I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we need to shake, rattle, and roll, guys.
Yeah, we're.
Can I
some hound dogs.
Oh my god, really?
Wait. Since we did mention Paul Walker in the beginning, and we did this before in the last one, should we maybe talk about his film right before he died, Up in Flames?
No.
Can I make an announcement? Yeah. Maybe people will.
Okay.
I can feed through your channel to mine.
Oh, I actually had that written down. Go ahead, do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have decided to get in the festive spirit and hold a Misfits Incorporated Merry Massacre League of Legends tournament. God,
that's a that's a tongue twister.
I have included personal friends that are, associates to the Misfits Incorporated. Production has started. It's underway. There's a teaser video on my page, the YouTube/FatKid86.
I'll link the playlist down below.
Oh, you're so kind.
Oh, I'm just
yay. It's underway. Things are going, and it's good. Oh my God, is it good? It's probably my favorite so far.
All right, so that's round three, third tournament. The Massacre, Holiday Massacre. So
still don't know who I'm fighting.
Definitely go check it out, catch that out. Check out some of the other Misfit pages. They can always appreciate more views and more people watching their stuff. And as far as announcements are going, DC Universe Online Part 2. That kind of got messed up with my auto editing program. I switched audio programs, so we're not going to have that issue in the future. We're going to continue recording that. I still have my hardcore series that I need to edit. I have it. I've just been lazy and haven't posted it, so it's going to get up there pretty soon. That's everything I got. So let's get the fuck out of this house. Like, this 2 bedrooms is really fucking depressing.
Yeah, I'm all shook
up. You know what's been depressing the entire time? Corey's sitting in the corner. What the fuck are you doing over there, bro?
I'm all shook up. Don't be cruel.
Oh my God!
Get out of the corner.
All right, so we're getting the fuck out of here. Catch you guys later, and like Elvis, we're leaving the building.
Hey, does anybody mind giving me a ride back to Central America?
No.